Hey MGTOWs, this is Vention. This is now day 3 of my current fast. I fasted for 3 days last week, and I consider that more like a practice run. And I plan to push this one out as far as I can, maybe even like 21 days. Then we got of course, everybody knows I have cancer, I assume. The idea is to push my body into autophagia or autophagy, or something like that. People pronounce it differently. But that's when your body starts to eat itself. When you are dropping down in calories and your body is having to struggle to find the energy, then it starts breaking up pieces of itself or tissues that it no longer needs, and it turns that into fuel. And according to what many people online are saying, cancer is on the menu, and people have given great reviews on how they've cured their cancer and through fasting. So here we go. I would like to apologize for wearing that shirt in my previous video, saying I'm nearly in I'm in a deadly, dangerous situation, and then my shirt said "Game Over," and I didn't really get a whole view of the whole shirt. Let me show you the shirt. I'm very happy with it. I bought it at Fred Meyer years ago, and I was laughing so hard when I bought it. I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing even in the checkout. Just every time I would stop laughing, I was just starting again. And this is the shirt. And as you can see, the groom is not very happy, and the bride has got the brass ring, and she's got a freaking servant, court and police enforced servant pretty much forever. So and the guy, what does he get out of it? Pretty darn close to nothing. So I do not recommend getting married, obviously. So over the last few years, I've managed to kind of point the way to Bitcoins, and I feel a great honor that so many of our MGTOW brothers have listened to me and other Bitcoiners about the potential of Bitcoins. Man, I was making an ass out of myself back in like 2015 when they were like $300 each, and I was like buying every Bitcoin I could get my hands on, and I was screaming to the mountains, "Buy Bitcoins, buy Bitcoins!" I was walking around the shop at work, "Bitcoins, buy Bitcoins, it's going to be amazing." And they were saying, "Oh God, the dork is back. Go away, geek." And but some of my fellow mechanics listened to me, and they have profited. One of my fellow mechanics, whom just in case you're listening, Tibby, I bought a headlight from him with like magnifying lenses on them for like really close work, and he bought it on eBay, and I paid him with Bitcoins, and that's how he got started on Bitcoins. And he is talking about paying off his house with Bitcoins, and that is, I recommend against him selling right now, because we are just beginning this next big bull market. But basically, even if he does sell his Bitcoins at this point and pay off his house, I mean, that's a real asset that he has with him in the future. And he has a wife and kids and all that stuff, and he basically is raising the next generation. You know, I can't fault him for that. Not that I would want to do it. But in any case, yeah, he is profiting, and so have a lot of other of my MGTOW brothers and my fellow mechanics. And I find that highly cool. So I've got a good supply of Bitcoins, but the good thing is I got a good amount of Bitcoins. The bad thing is I have cancer still, so I'm still knocking it down. I just went down to 212 pounds, which is a nice side bonus. And I was on my creeper the other day, sliding under a truck, and man, it's so easy to lay down on my creeper and get up from the creeper again. And I'm thinking that if I reach 200 pounds, I think I'm going to risk trying to run again. For the last 20 years, every time I'd run, it would feel like I was wearing a 40-pound rucksack on my back. And I actually had to run briefly about 2 years ago, and I ended up hurting my something. I think it was my knee or my ankle or something was fucked up. But yeah. So, and also a nice bonus is, pardon my dirty mirror, my fat is starting to deflate a little bit. As you can see, it's starting to sag down a little bit. But with autophagy or however you want to pronounce it, supposedly when your body's breaking up surplus tissues for energy, supposedly excess folds of skin have a tendency to be on the menu too. So no need to get skin reduction surgery. If you fast enough, it should probably go away. So guys, I'm doing other things other than just fasting. I've got a line on a possibility that I might be able to get those mega dose vitamin C injections without leaving the country, and that would be really nice. And I don't care really if it messes up the science behind fasting to cure cancer. If I can cure cancer and or even knock it down a lot with fasting and the lifestyle I'm going to have after the fast, if I can add a little bit of something to knock it down more, I will. You know, I'm not a scientist. I'm in a death struggle here. So so basically, if I can get those, I will. So I am on day 3 of my fast. The previous fast, day 3, was a lot easier. I made a mistake of taking a bunch of vitamins on an empty stomach on early day 4, and I realized I was either going to throw up or I had to eat something to buffer the vitamins. So that was a mistake. But so that broke. That's I guess the excuse I used to break my fast that day. But day 3 was easier. So I'm looking forward to an easier day today. But man, day 2 sucked. It was bad. I was like, oh God, oh. And all my fellow mechanics were like saying, donuts! And the guy on the PO was saying, we're making a Burger King run. Does anybody want Burger King? And I was like, oh God, I want Burger King. But I resisted because the Grim Reaper is standing right here and saying, pension, have some Burger King. It won't hurt, just one. So I'm not going to be doing that. Okay guys, I am just about ready to jump through the shower and head to work. I plan to continue working my diesel mechanic job as long as I can, because the sooner I burn through the energy stores that my body has, the sooner I can end, the more benefit I get out of this fast. And the sooner I get to that autophagy point where my body puts cancer and all the other stuff on the menu and starts breaking those tissues down for energy. So I had better get this thing uploading and don't get married.